Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the secrets hidden in plain sight within corporate documents. Today we re-diving into Greene County Bancorp Incorporated Proxy statement for their 2025 annual meeting of stockholders. Get ready for some interesting insights into how this company is run and who is making the big decisions. This filing is all about the upcoming annual meeting on the 1st of November, 2025. Think of it as the company S report card to its shareholders, outlining what is on the table for discussion and voting. It covers everything from electing directors to approving the company S choice of auditors and even how they handle executive pay. Normally, getting shareholders to show up or send in their votes can be a challenge, but here, Greene County Bancorp Incorporated, through its mutual holding company which owns over 54% of the shares, basically ensures that a quorum, a minimum number of people needed to conduct official business, is always met. This means the meeting can go ahead with business, even if a lot of individual shareholders don't participate. Looking at who owns what, Greene County Bancorp MHC, the mutual holding company, is the big player holding 54.1% of the shares. When you combine that with what the directors and executive officers own together, they control a majority of the company S shares at 59.2%. This concentration of ownership means that decisions made by the board of directors are very likely to be approved by this controlling group. Now let's talk about who is running the show. We have three director nominees for election: John Brust, Tedraj S. Hadda, and Donald E. Gibson. John Brust is an owner of an engineering firm, bringing expertise in economic development and regulatory affairs. Tedraj S. Hadda is a seasoned entrepreneur in the hospitality and real estate sectors, offering valuable business and financial skills. Donald E. Gibson is the current president and CEO of Greene County Bancorp Incorporated and the Bank of Greene County, bringing deep industry knowledge and experience in company strategy and operations. His leadership has seen the bank grow significantly. Mr. Gibson's tenure as CEO has been quite successful. Under his leadership, the bank has grown its assets from about $300 million to over $3 billion and has achieved strong earnings year after year. He also holds important positions in banking associations, highlighting his influence in the industry. Next up is the ratification of Bancorp and Company LLP as their independent auditor for the fiscal year ending the 30th of June 2026. Businesses need auditors to check their financial records and make sure everything is on the up and up. This is standard practice, and the audit committee of the board has already approved Bancorp and Company LLP. This is often called a say-on-pay vote. Shareholders get to give their opinion, though it is not binding, on how the company compensates its top executives. It is a way for shareholders to voice their approval or disapproval of the compensation packages as described. Following the executive compensation vote, shareholders are asked how often they want to have these say-on-pay votes. The board of directors here recommends an annual vote. This makes sense because executive compensation is reviewed and adjusted annually, so getting shareholder feedback every year aligns with that process. It helps keep the board and management accountable to shareholders on a consistent basis. The audit committee, composed of veteran directors like Peter Hogan, who is also an audit committee financial expert, along with David Jenkins, Tedraj Hadda, and Chris Canucciari, has reviewed the company's financial statements and discussed matters with the independent auditor, Bonadio Co. LLP. They found the auditor to be independent and approved their engagement for the upcoming fiscal year. This committee plays a crucial role in ensuring the integrity of the company's financial reporting. Let's look at the compensation details for fiscal year 2025. Donald E. Gibson. The CEO had a total compensation of $2,164,000. John Antelek, the Executive Vice President and Chief Lending Officer, received $571,800, and Nick Barcy, the Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, earned $454,900. Looking at the summary compensation table specifically for 2025, Mr. Gibson, S salary was $715,000. His bonus was $243,800. Non-equity incentive plan compensation, which sounds like performance-based pay, was a significant $860,200. And other compensation, which includes things like retirement plan contributions and health benefits, added another $345,000, bringing his total to a substantial $216,400. Mr. Antelek's total compensation for 2025 was $571,800, and Mr. Barzy's was $454,900. These figures reflect competitive compensation packages designed to attract and retain key executives. As stated in the company S. Compensation philosophy. The pay versus performance section compares the compensation actually paid to executives with the company, S. Total shareholder return, and net income. For Greene County Bancorp Incorporated, the compensation actually paid to the principal executive officer, Mr. Gibson, and the average compensation actually paid to non-peoneos, the other named executive officers, seems to track fairly closely with the company's financial performance metrics like net income and total shareholder return over the past few years. For instance, in 2025, Mr. Gibson's compensation was $21,640, which matches the company's net income of $31,138,000 when you look at it in a very simplified way. Similarly, the numbers for 2024 and 2023 show a relationship between what executives earned and the company's financial results. Mr. Gibson has a significant employment agreement. His current base salary is $715,000, and the agreement renews annually, ensuring a 36-month term unless notice is given. The agreement includes provisions for termination for cause, disability, or death, with specific payout structures in place. If terminated without cause or due to a change in control, he could receive a lump sum payment equivalent to 3 times his base salary plus his highest bonus from the prior 3 years, subject to certain tax limitations. This type of agreement provides job security and financial protection for the executive. The company offers a supplemental executive retirement plan, or SERP, for key senior executives. This plan provides benefits upon retirement, death, disability, or termination, other than for cause. The bank makes contributions to these accounts, and executives can also defer a portion of their salary and bonuses. Vesting typically requires 10 years of service, though exceptions exist for death, disability, or change in control. This is a common benefit for attracting and retaining executives in senior positions. They also have a phantom stock option and long-term incentive plan to align executives' interests with shareholders and reward performance. A phantom stock option gives the right to a cash payment based on the difference between a strike price and the company's stock, book value at a future date. This plan is designed to incentivize long-term commitment and performance. For example, in fiscal year 2025, Mr. Gibson was awarded 141,270 phantom stock options. The directors who are not officers receive compensation for their services. For fiscal year 2025, directors like Peter Hogan and Jay Cahalan earned over $190,000 in total compensation, which includes meeting fees and payouts from the phantom stock option and long-term incentive plan. Other directors received compensation as well, with amounts varying based on their committee roles and meeting attendance. For example, Tedraj S. Hatter and Michelle Plummer received $36,300 each. The bank offers loans to its directors, officers, and employees. These loans are made under normal business terms and conditions, similar to those offered to outside parties. Importantly, these loans comply with federal laws that regulate insider lending for financial institutions. Any transactions with related persons need approval from the audit committee or another independent board body to ensure they are on fair terms. So, what is my take on this filing? Well, Greene County Bancorp Incorporated seems to be a very stable, well-managed company, particularly driven by its strong mutual holding company structure, which guarantees quorum and supports established leadership like CEO Donald E. Gibson. The executive and director compensation packages are quite generous, reflecting a strategy to attract and retain top talent, especially evident in their incentive plans and retirement benefits. The say, on-pay votes and frequency discussions show a commitment to shareholder engagement, even with the inherent majority control from the mutual holding company. The company's financial performance, as suggested by the pay for performance metrics, appears aligned with executive compensation, indicating that executive earnings are tied to the company's success. The reliance on established audit firms like Bernardio Swing Co. LLP and adherence to good corporate governance practices like having an audit committee and following SEC regulations suggest a company that prioritizes compliance and transparency. Its growth under Mr. Gibson's leadership is a major strength. Now, about those potential risks or opportunities. A key strength is the clear alignment between the board, management, and the controlling shareholder, which can lead to efficient decision-making and consistent strategy execution. However, this also means that the influence of minority shareholders might be limited, which could be a point of concern for some. An opportunity lies in leveraging the strong financial growth to further expand services or explore new markets. In conclusion, Greene County Bancorp, Incorporated presents itself as a solid, financially sound institution with experienced leadership. The company's direction seems to be one of continued stability and growth supported by a robust, albeit concentrated, ownership structure. Alright, that is our breakdown of Greene County Bancorp Incorporated's proxy statement. What are your thoughts on their executive compensation or board structure? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community. Thanks for watching and see you next time.